chat? What it do? What it do, boys? Wait, did I not have BlueStacks open? I thought I had BlueStacks already open. Hold on, chat. Man, oh man. Let everybody know we live, bro. Special day. We had a video and a live stream in the same day. Well, we didn't upload yesterday, so had to make sure I got my get back. There we go. What's up, Slick? How you doing? Also, chat, give me just a second. Let me get my BlueStacks actually working on here. Because it's saying this is my BlueStacks and it's not. There it is. What's up, Paper? Tierney, how's it going? Sudakith? Is that how you say it? Sudaki? I'll just call you Sud. What's up, man? Malcolm? Ortega, how's it going? Yeah. I used 800 on summons. I didn't get the character. Sounds about right. It sounds about right, gentlemen. Oh, man. But we back, man. We are back. Oh, Lord. It's finally time to do this event, man. I have rarely, I said rarely, I have barely farmed the Frieren event. And I'm actually surprised we don't have half offs yet. I think half offs are probably coming this week. So yeah. It'll be Friday. That's what I thought. What's up, Ralph? How's it going, man? Hold on, chat. Let me turn up the music. I was playing 7 Days to Die earlier with the boys before we started streaming, like right after I got done editing and uploading, and I barely even got to play because there was so much stuff happening. I had people coming in to do stuff on my house since one of our lights was messing up. We had electrical technician came in, fixed that. Freaking my mom showed up to pick up my baby brother from me, and I was like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, yeah, I don't have any time. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and enjoy myself for like just a little bit before we gotta, you know, start doing anything else. But nope. What's up, Bane? Chat, I was going to actually summon on this today if half offs were here, but they're not. So, but I think we're just gonna start with doing some Frieren runs, trying to clear out this shop if we can, and then I think after that we will maybe do some mines. I need to farm Garm so I can get the whip, or the blaze coil as it's called. However, I don't know if there's anything else I need from the mines before it leaves. Let me check real quick. I don't think there's any other boss item I need apart from Garms. Yeah, I think Garm may be my only one because Mars X is kind of whatever. It's a 4-star heal. It just gives you max HP down, and you heal poison and burn. I mean, it's all right, but like, I would rather just use Keratos. There's no point in farming that. So yeah, I'll need a farm for Garm eventually. Let me see here. Oh yeah, chat. Let me just say. I thought it was a joke. At first, I thought it was a joke. But I have been playing occasionally, not a lot, but occasionally, I have been playing Umasume in my free time. I just want you to know that. Occasionally, not all the time, but I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, oh, I'm not going to like this. It's like a freaking waifu collector type thing. And it's horse racing. It's whatever. But that gameplay loop is awfully fun. That gameplay loop is awfully fun. It's like the thing that I like about gacha games, having a unique gameplay perspective. And that one does. And I'm like, damn, I'm kind of on board. I'm not gonna start my account or like really start playing though until about a few more days, because I think one of the best cards in the game comes out, and I'm just gonna try to re-roll for that, and then I'll start playing like consistently. Yeah. So, and we might occasionally do some summons or something on that game. It might just randomly get thrown into a video because why not? But chat, we're just gonna use Stark today since he gives us more currency, and I'm gonna use him with the Black Trike. Unfortunately, I don't have alpha boots because that would give me a bit more arch gen, and we're just gonna do an auto AI with him. This could work, but I'm just going to change this to... We'll do SA, even though I don't think I'm going to get it most of the time. But we'll see. Which card? I don't know why I want to say Kitashan. I don't think that's it. That's a freaking Fate Grand Order YouTuber. But it's... for some reason, I want to say it's Kitashan Black, but that's not her name. That's not her name at all. I need light cheese. Also, I need to get into my live stream real quick and do this. And wait, do you have 3 crest slots for Frieren? This man got under 30 luck. Or is it still 60 on global? I think it's 30 now. Do I play rematch? No. The only games I'm playing right now are 7 Days to Die and that's pretty much it. It's just 7 Days to Die. Oh yeah, it's 30 now? That's great. Yeah, it's just 7 Days to Die. And next week, gentlemen, it's time to go back to Ape, bro. We get to play the new Donkey Kong. I'm so freaking excited for that. And then the day after, I can't believe there's 2 games releasing literally right after one another that I'm excited about. I think the day after Shadow Labyrinth comes out. And Shadow Labyrinth is the Pac-Man, like, Metroidvania that I'm really hyped for. I've been kind of on a Metroidvania high recently. I played 9 Souls, and ever since then, I've just been kind of wanting more. And I played Blasphemous. Blasphemous was really cool. I didn't finish it yet though, but it was very good. Yeah, Return to Monkey. What floor are you on right now in Grand Crusade? I don't even know, dude. Like 70, 80? I haven't played Grand Crusade in a very long time. Oh, shout out to you for using the don't forget to drink water sticker. Did you get the Artbook? I did not. I was thinking about it for the Finn artwork, and I was also thinking about it not only for the Finn artwork, but also for what do you call it? Me to just do a video on it to see if there was like anything cool, because I think there's actually a lore bit in there, and I was like, that would be probably pretty dope for me to post that on YouTube somewhere, whether that be a short or something. Maybe get a little bit, do a little narration, you know. But yeah, it's still available, I think, to buy. I think it's like 30 USD. It's just, do I really want that? I don't. Do you get crystals with it too? I think it's just you buy it and you get the art book and the special artwork, but that's it. Do you think it's a good time to make a new account? I used to play this game. Yeah, it's a great time to make a new account. Ubel and Fern are coming out very soon, so if you're interested in those units, they're gonna be great. I will say though, I will be having a video out actually tomorrow talking about, well, it might be tomorrow. Yeah, it's probably gonna be tomorrow, because I still have to record the Frieren showcase, and I already got the person that I want to record that with available for me. But I'm gonna be making the not beginner's guide, but it's gonna be like a best start guide. So if you are starting out just now, you can watch that video and hopefully take a lot from it, so you'll be able to get the best possible start. You don't have to follow it. I'm gonna do the disclaimer in the video too. You don't have to follow it to a T. If you just want to see like kind of what a good baseline is for the crossover, you can absolutely do that. But I am gonna more than likely recommend you to get 2 crossover units, and if you want to know what the 2 crossover units are, it's gonna be Frieren and Ubel. Those are gonna be the 2 that I recommend you get. And I'll talk about more in tomorrow's video, but pretty much the 2 support units. So oh, it includes a code? Okay. Yubel's really good. She's a accuracy attacker with crazy arch gen. Very good for mono earth. Mono earth magic desperately needs more help, and Yubel's like perfect for that. Not to mention, I mean, she's just great. She's an earth unit. Same thing with Fern. I'm surprised people are hating on Fern, because like, here's my problem with the GS community. I'm gonna spit some facts real quick. And some of y'all may be already put in the chat. Here we go. Unk's edit again, but listen. Listen, I ain't no Unk. And for 2, it kind of upsets me just a little bit when it comes to newer characters releasing in GS, because so many people just only want to play by, oh, the meta, which is fine. You know, that's perfectly fine if you want to do that. But and I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I don't want to say that like one play style should be looked down upon from the others, but I think it sucks whenever a new character comes out and what a lot of people will try to do is just instantly disregard them. Like, for example, this crossover came out and people are instantly disregarding Frieren. They're instantly disregarding Stark. They saw Fern and Ubel's kit and just like, yeah, they're garbage. And it's always the same thing. It's because they're not better than these 3 or 4, I guess you would say. They're not Holy Knight Roy, they're not Shiro, they're not Hoka, and they're not Beta. And because they're not one of them or someone better than them, they do not care, which is insane to me. It's insane. Like, actually insane. Because it's like, Well, if that's the case, then Saito Hajime, I would say, is not necessarily better than any of them, but like he's a freaking powerhouse of a unit. This guy's crazy. Like you just pop his super art and stuff dies. This man Stark becomes an Uzi once you get the true art going. He just starts throwing super arts and true arts out left and right like it's nothing. It's very, very fun. And then hell, whenever we get Fern, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but well, Fern's actually out in JP now, isn't she? Or she come out tonight? I think she comes out tonight actually. But whenever we get Fern on Global, she's gonna be another character that's just crazy freaking true art damage left and right. Like you supply her with Archgen and some crit damage, and Fern's just gonna blow stuff up in front of her. And it's gonna be like, holy, this looks crazy. It's just kind of upsetting because I don't think every unit in a game needs to be the next meta breaker. And as long as the unit isn't just absolutely garbage, I don't see the point. I could understand if people were getting mad they were just unusable, but these people aren't unusable. None of the units that came out with this crossover are unusable. They're all very strong. Frieren triple S tier? Nah, I would say she's double S. She's definitely double S. She's gonna get better once we get the other light units like Young Emperor and Magical Index. She'll get a lot better. You'll see a lot more of her damage buffing at play there. Yeah, mono water is very physical weighted, but that's the thing too. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't care about that anymore. A lot of people don't look at like, oh, well, that's the best physical team and this is the best water team or whatever. A lot of people don't look at that, and nor do they like find value in it. People just look at, oh, is this character got crazy DR? Does this character have really strong Archgen? Does this character have the ability to beat the boss so hard it makes my stepdad look like a cheerleader? You know, like it's possible. It's completely a reasonable thing, I guess, for people to think like that and play like that. But I also think it just kind of hurts your enjoyment of the game. If you think the character's cool, you like an animation on them or whatever, then get the character. I just want people to stop being fans of tier list and actually be fans of the game. That's all I'm trying to say here. Yeah, the next chapter unit is Luan, and Luan's cool. He's a very good unit. If you have like his team, dude, God, he does damage. Would you say any of these collab units are pity-worthy OP? I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I would say Frieren is, to be honest. I mean, but you're also talking to somebody who pitied Kenshin, and I use Kenshin a lot because I have Hero Saitama, and I also almost pitied Hero Saitama. But like, I pity them not because how good they were. I mean, they're, of course, that was a benefit. But it was like, oh, that team comp seems really fun, and I want to be able to experience that team comp. And now that Frieren's out, and she's a light unit too, and she can technically be another piece to that puzzle, it's like, damn, that's dope. I have something to look forward to, and I'm hoping that I get her before this crossover ends. Just because, yeah, I don't think she's a light unit. Like, I mean, she's not just a mono light support character. Sure, you could say that, but like, if anything, it's also just a struggle right there where if a lot of people will look at a kit and be like, oh, they're only for this mono team or whatever. And even like if they watch one of my videos, they'd be like, oh, well, OP only recommends using them with like these light characters. And it just so happens that whenever I'm talking about Frieren and she's a magic damage dealer, it just so happens that most of her favorite partners are freaking light units. Like Star God Lisa. Star God is every magic damage dealer's favorite partner. She just happens to be light. And of course, Saitama's gonna be good. Freaking Kenshin himself's gonna be good with her. Like, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff. And then Frieren's good with all light units. But here's the thing too, is that whenever you're not using Frieren on a mono light team, just look at it as her super art is her burst damage. So if you need to do big damage, then flip up on the super art whenever you have the chance to, and you're gonna deal decent damage with Frieren. If you don't need to use that, then just rely on the art to get some stacks. Or yeah, because that's right, I was gonna say just stats, but she does have to stack it up anyway. But yeah, just rely on your art to get the stats, and use your true art for the arch shinning. And there you go, like you have an arch shinner. And people being like, oh, but that's it. That's all. That's the only reason why we should summon for her. I mean, you're also talking to somebody who's played the game since the game came out. And a lot of the times, do you understand, whenever the game was at every single one of its peaks, half the time the units you were using was not because of any other reason apart from, oh, they gave me arts. So like, it's not terrible. If you just have a light unit, it opens up the possibility for her a lot more. The thing is, I would also say though, Yubel might just be, well, see, Yubel doesn't have good slots. That's the only problem, as a support unit at least. Technically, Yubel would be overall the better option as a support character though, because she's giving you like crit res down, art shin. She's an accuracy character, so you can handle that. So there's stuff like that. But at the same time, I still feel like Frieren is just the better suited one, since she has a lot better support slots. And it's really not that hard to get 10k HP. Oh, I'm near death. We all got 50% DR. Don't worry, boys. We're fine. Weakest account. Wait, what was you saying? Mako and Frieren. Dude, that's the thing, is that that's not even a bad team. Miranda's still a really strong taunt tank. Star God is Star God. Mako's pretty solid still. And Frieren is Frieren. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just wish people would stop being fans of the tier list and start being fans of the game. And just like, I'm not saying to like just eat everything that's fed to you, you know what I mean? But I am saying to also be able to find the positive in a lot of stuff instead of just looking at everything so negatively. Like, sure, they're not the next meta breaker, but like, it's not like the Awoken era. In the Awoken era, units would release from crossovers and be utterly useless on release. Like, there were so many times where a crossover would come out and this unit would be like, they're good, but they're really not that much better than another option. But I feel like in the Ascended era, we have a lot more characters that are filling these roles, whether they're niche or, you know, they're pretty known roles, very well, or they're being able to have like more unique play styles than just, oh, this character does crit chance, crit damage, they arch in too, and you can kill stuff in the game with them. Like, it was kind of just whatever, man. At the end of the Awoken era, I know a lot of people like the Awoken era because it was just simple, it was easy. I will say though, at the end of the Awoken era, for like the last 6 months to, I would even say the year, it was the roughest part of like GS ever, because every single unit that released just felt like it wasn't better than the units we already had, in the sense that it barely ever got to the point to where, oh, let's try someone else out for whatever reason. They didn't feel like that impactful to use, nor do they feel as good to use. Compared to a lot of the Ascended units that come out now, it's like, damn, dude, we have like some of the craziest units in the game releasing left and right. You could summon for a character and be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to have Saito Hajime for an example. And next thing you know, next crossover comes around, it's Magical Index, and then you see freaking Makoto out here. That's her name, right? It's Makoto Masaka. Um, she's out here bursting down bosses left and right on Mono Light, and you're like, holy. So I don't know. It's strange, man. It's strange. When did the second pair drop? The 14th on Global, the 10th on JP. Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of people want, Tyranny. It's like, man, dude, if every unit's the same, it just gets boring. That was the reason why Dissidia Opera Omnia, I feel like, failed. I loved that game so much, but Dissidia Opera Omnia failed because every unit just kind of did the same thing eventually. Like, it was just, oh, everybody hit max damage. It doesn't, no one has like unique playstyles anymore. It's just strange. And in GS, like, it's crazy to me because people have already forgotten about her, but I still think about this unit because I'm like, holy fuck, she's broken every time I think about her. And it's Super Saiyan God Valerie. That unit does ridiculous damage. Oh my goodness, man. And it kind of messed me up a little bit because here I am using Stark and all these other characters that came out. And in my head, I'm just like, they still don't deal the amount of damage that Super Saiyan God Valerie deals. Granted, you have to do a very specific order of, or a very specific rotation on her to be able to get all of her buffs. But once you have it, oh my goodness, she's just bursting through HP. One unit you're upset you missed is Aristillo. Aristillo is pretty solid. You got Fern and you want you Bell. Hey, hopefully you can get them before the crossover ends. I don't know how long the crossover lasts in JP, but I know Global it's pretty much 2 months, so a lot of time. It was like the same thing with Saitama though. Like people were like, oh, why would you want to summon for Saitama if you already have Shiro or already have Beta? I mean, why not? It's Saitama. Saitama was, or let me say this, One Punch Man was one of the animes back, when did One Punch Man first air? Was it 2014, 2015? Let me see. One Punch Man season 1 air date. When did it air? 2015. In 2015, your boy was not watching anime anymore. And I remember, it may have been 2016 actually, because it was on Toonami. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch One Punch Man. And that was like, surprisingly, I didn't finish any of the other seasons, but I watched season 1 and I was like, damn, that was pretty solid. I liked that one a lot. It kind of got me back into anime to an extent, because I didn't watch a single anime for so long. I just didn't watch TV. I literally was just a gamer. I was a gamer and a YouTuber, man. I watched YouTube, I played video games, I read some books here and there, but I did not ever watch TV or watch anime. I just was like, I can't really get into it. Especially because everything I saw around anime back then, after I kind of fell out of it, was just the same stuff. It's like, oh, big titty anime girls, and is there anything with plot? Do we got actual plot, some actual story? But I was just seeing the mainstream stuff, right? And now it's like, I'm over here watching, I just started ReZero. I'm watching Apothecary Diaries. I just finished season 1 with my girlfriend. And what an amazing season 1. I gotta catch up on season 2 now. But I don't want to go too fast because season 3 just now got in production. So I'm like, damn, I really don't want to get to the end of season 2 and not be able to watch season 3 because it's not out yet. But I gotta get on season 2. And what's the other thing we watched? We watched Togepi, The First Sin. Crazy first episode. Crazy first episode. Holy man. And then we also watched the first episode of Gachiakuda. And Gachiakuda looks to be very cool. I love the, more so than anything else, I think I love the style of it the most. The atmosphere is something that I really like. The world seems very, very cool. When there were there were not a lot of good animes. I see. My friend tried to get me to watch High School DxD. He told me to watch it literally right in front of my girlfriend, and he was like explaining the series to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm not watching that. That just like it's a comedy from what I understand, but I was like, dude, that's like, you can't watch that. And imagine somebody walks in, or imagine you're sitting there watching it. Your mom walks in, your dad walks in, your girlfriend walks in, whoever, and they don't know about the show. They're just gonna assume you're watching hentai. Dead ass. They're just gonna assume you're watching that. That's literally what they assume that you're gonna watch. And also, I'm just not interested in that, which I know is going against the current for a lot of people, but like, whenever I just see constant boobs and ass in my face, it's like, dude, can like we tone it down? Can we, do we really need all this? Holy. There was like I'm a huge fan of Soul Eater. But I don't even want to watch Fire Force because I've heard that the fan service in that is like off the charts with like a certain character. And I'm like, dude, I don't even want to see that, man. Like, if it actually hurts the story, it's like, damn, bro. And I want to watch Fire Force because I know how it ends, which I got spoiled on, but I don't know about all the other parts that happen in the middle and the beginning. And I want to see how it gets to that point because I love Soul Eater. So I really want to see Fire Force through, but what's up, Roger? JP cuts off part 2 when, wait, what? I would say on global that's not happening. I wonder why they're doing that on JP. That's crazy. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. It's just like I watched Soul Eater recently with my girlfriend because she never saw Soul Eater, and that was like the first anime I ever watched. And her most hated character, and I could even say mine. I don't hate her a lot, but I also, she's not my favorite. It was definitely Blair. Blair, I feel like is cool at times, but at the same time, also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to kick you because you are not loading in. But it's just like, man, dude, Blair, can you like lay off and let the story just go? I don't think these random parts of this need to be here, but. And it's crazy because Soul Eater, the anime at least, didn't even follow the manga really at all. At least like once you get towards the end. Because if you read Soul Eater, like especially the newer, or like the perfect edition or whatever, it's completely different. It's like completely different. And I still have to read the perfect edition. Because I read like a few chapters of it and I was like, holy shit, I gotta read this. I gotta finish it. Black Star Supremacy. Black Star was cool. I like Black Star. I think my favorite is it's probably Death. Death the Kid. And of course, Death himself is really cool. Have you ever watched Cowboy Bebop? That's another one I need to watch. I have not watched it though. I need to. And also, even though I know that I said I'm watching Gachi Akuda, which I think is more of like a crazy action type anime. I don't know because I haven't read the manga, but I really love the world and kind of like the story that's setting up. And I think Rudo is a very cool character with some. Right now, it seems like he has a bit of depth going on with him. I kind of like the internal conflict they already showed in the first episode that he has. I'm not going to spoil it if you guys haven't watched it yet, but I really do enjoy animes that are a lot more story driven and narrative focused now, more so than action focused. Back in whenever I was younger, I definitely preferred like action over a lot of the other things, but now, I mean, if the anime has action, it's cool, but I watched Apothecary Diaries, and I mean, the most you see in the first season is like people training in a courtyard with wooden swords, and that's like all the action, really. And I freaking loved season 1 of Apothecary Diaries, so I just don't like meaningless action, I guess, as I get older. I prefer just having, hey, you know, crazy, over the top action at certain points whenever it's relevant to the story. Like, oh, we're popping off right now with all of our stuff. Well, hopefully it's for a good reason. Time for a Berserk collab. The world ain't ready for that. The GS community ain't ready for a Berserk collab, man. Mystery animes more? Yeah, dramas and stuff like that. Yeah, they're definitely really cool. I enjoyed them. We watched a movie recently, and my girlfriend's watched it before, but I never saw it. It was a very good movie. It was Josie. Isn't Josie the Tiger and the Fish? It's an anime movie about Josie, and she's in a wheelchair, and it's actually really good. I like that one a lot. Yeah, exactly, Tyranny. I don't think I would have enjoyed it, especially the first few episodes. The first few episodes are very slow, and you don't really get to see craziness till later on. And not even just craziness, it just, the story takes a bit to pick up. But then once it picks up, it's like, oh my goodness, man. You're just in it, right? You're in it for the ride. You're like, all right, let's go. I still have to finish season 1 too. I think me and my girlfriend are on episode 9 or 10. We got to finish that, especially since season 2 got announced. But we're watching ReZero right now, and we actually like ReZero quite a bit. We just finished episode 2, and we're watching like the director's cut or whatever, so they're like an hour long. So we finished episode 2 of the director's cut, but I don't know what episode that would be when it came to like the original season 1 of ReZero. But we do like that. I just really don't like Subaru right now, because just a little strange, man. A little strange. But I think that's like the point, is that he just thinks he's in a video game, Which I mean, technically he, I guess to an extent is, because it is an isekai, but like, or I guess he's in another world, but he truly does seem like that. And he just be saying some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy things. And like some of the stuff he does, I'm like, oh man. And I hate that fucking pose he does. God, dude, that pose is so stupid. Oh my God. Did you just start playing? You're not really giving me a lot to go off of with that question. Yeah, I know you can see him do the pose in GS, yeah. God, I hate that fucking pose. Do the compendium rewards if you still need crystals after that. Or do arena if you haven't done arena. Chow, I just literally asked you to expand on your question. Like, give me more to work off of. Like, did you just start playing the game? Or have you been playing the game a while? Or what? Just saying that and repeating that over and over is not helping. What's up, Onimusha? That's not the game I'm excited about. The problem is that there aren't so much to do with multiplayer with others, sadly, but I think it would be cool. See, that would be sick, TT. But they already said before they're not going to add a clan feature, which is, I guess, okay, but it's like, man, dude, why not? I feel like that's the thing that everybody's asking about, and it's just not happening. Maybe they're scared of the elitism being even more prevalent if, like, there were clans and stuff like that. So maybe that's the issue. Who knows? You're ranked 230? Well, like, do you have other support units? Like, do you have Hoka? Or do you have, like, Beta, for an example? Or what? Yeah, she's still, yeah, like Glitch was saying, she's still a good Archgener. And yeah, team defense ignore as a passive is pretty crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing for us. I haven't followed Dokkan since the anniversary. So I usually am just an anniversary player, man. I come around during anniversary. I play for like a week or two and then I leave. You have Hoka? Oh, you don't have Hoka, but you have Beta? I mean, you could still get Frieren because she's going to be a good Archgener for you. And I mean, if you're interested in, what is it, Magical Index, you could get Frieren, try to pick up Makoto later, and then have that setup going. And then, you know, use Beta for DR. I mean, you have something like that going. Kind of mix and match. I mean, it won't be perfect, but you also don't need to use, like, you could just use Frieren, and if you have Star God, Frieren and Star God are a really good duo. So technically, here's the craziest one, chat. If you're already clearing every piece of content in the game, you don't need to summon because you're not lacking in anything. But if you're struggling to clear something, then of course summon. But if you like how she is, like if you like how her kit is, or you like her animations, or just the way she looks, or whatever, summon for her. Why not? Oh yeah, she can cleanse DR down. I forgot. She does have a lot. She has a lot in her kit. Yeah, she can cleanse DR down. Also, she works really well with anybody who wants to have more attack, because if somebody has like a stats up for an example, like Demon Lord Vox or whoever. Well, Demon Lord Vox gives you 60% stats for a duration. However, Frieren gives you a permanent stat buff. And permanent stat buffs stack with duration-based stat buffs. So technically, if you run Frieren just as a unit on a mono demon team, you could have 120% stats up. So, do you know what kind of equips are good on Frieren? It's just mainly arch and equips for the most part. I think her true weapon's okay. I have to look at it again. I don't think it's terrible. But yeah, just arch and items. Shiro needs to come back. He probably will eventually. Or we just get another character that's like Shiro. Are we having other DR characters come out like Saitama and stuff like that? If Saitama had a bigger barrier, he would be just as good. You think we're getting Ascended Miku? I don't know. That's a good question because I think it's possible, but I don't know how that worked last time. Since GS also had the music in game, so I don't know if they had to pay for the music rights or what. But I don't think it's impossible. Got a Woken Simon from the Forever Summon. Is he still OP as he used to be? No, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still decent. Because this Dream Awakening's out on global, right? Let me make sure. Is Simon the one with the pretty good Dream Awakening? I don't think it's out on global though. Let me see. Global. Yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, never mind. He has his Dream Awakening's alright. I'm about to say FM, not FM. Dark Haruto is the one that has a really solid Dream Awakening with his Phantom Bullet. Toma, even though he's a taunt, I don't really like that unit, man. I don't see the hype around him. I'm hoping that I get some, I get proven wrong or something, but he just doesn't seem that good to me. You hadn't finished KOB. I didn't know if they were going out of orders. Out of orders? Out of order. $65 magic res and 30 physical res. Pretty solid. I think it's just the way how he is. Like with everything else going on in his kit, I'm just kind of like not the biggest fan at the moment. Once I start seeing him probably tank a few things, I'd be like, okay. Okay. You're talking my language. But till then, I don't know, man. I like his SP artwork. I think all the SP arts, or most of the SP arts from Magical Index are really cool. Let me see what he does. Like, cause this is Toma. He has 100 art gauge on each wave. Not bad. Art, you get 20 arts to everybody. Then you get the barrier. Every time you activate the art, you get more. I like how you just get the magic res right here. But I also think would prefer if it was a passive, which I think you guys said that it's on the true weapon, right? Yeah, you get 30% DR on the true weapon, so. Then you buff up your super art. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible because in theory, the thing that you do is you just use your art over and over and over. Wait. Add 10,000 to own super art multiplier each time art is activated. So can it get up to 300,000%? Is that what's happening? With Toma and his art? Or is this factoring in you have max stacks? Up to 300k? Okay. So yeah, 300k. And you get 10,000 each time, so you got to activate it 15 times, which I think is kind of a big ask. I think just doing 5 times would be good. It also depends on how fast it is. I have to see his animations. Because what I'm thinking is here is that you could just use his art and support him, and then just loop into the super art, and the super art gives you back an art, which I think is really cool. And I'm noticing as well, this doesn't say for your next super art activation. This just says it increases it. So this is a permanent increase after you use it. I would assume so, since it doesn't say it gets rid of it. How was my pulls? They were okay. They were pretty solid. I got Stark, and I was happy with that. All his animations are fast. I see. Yeah, so is this permanent though? Because that's not too bad if it's permanent. Even though it isn't going to take him like 15 times using his art. It's only 100 arc gauge, you know? Like 100 arc gauge is nothing. But yeah, that's not bad. If it's a permanent increase, then you just use this, you loop it. I would say you probably do, if you had the AI set up, you would do his art 2 times, loop into the super art, do his art 2 times, loop into the super art, just kind of keep that rotation going. He has the revive passive, which is great. Yeah, you know what? I can kind of see it. I think his true art is the only thing that I mean, it's good, but at the same time, kind of just whatever with it. I think I do like it a little bit though, because it's very unique. It's a unique damage buff, which will probably stack with most other damage ups in the game, since it's to fire, light, and dark, and only 2 elements are left out of it, which are water and earth. And water and earth, I don't think it's that bad to get left out. He has the big ones, which is light and dark. There are so many bosses in this game that are light and dark units. So, and that's like a free, just instant 200% for 30 seconds, you know? And then he has this passive too, which helps him out a lot. And I see here that he starts with 100 arc gauge, just right out the gate. Or is this just only when he takes lethal damage? Because there's a period here. So I don't... Yeah, okay, yeah. This is whenever he only takes lethal damage. When you take lethal damage, you get the revive. You get 100 arts, and then you increase your own attack by 100%. I see. And you get skill CT speed, which... That's not bad because it gives him arc gauge when near death. So yeah, with 35% DR here... 65, right? With this, 65% DR. My bad, chat. I gotta keep looking at the events. That's 65% DR. And then if you have Truth of Eternity, that's what? 15% DR when near death, level 4. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I do think, 4-star support. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. You could work with that. I was going to say you may need LB7 just to have the extra defense slot. But I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could. And then you could just put on, if you wanted to run this, you could run Fenrir Gauntlets on him for the 10% DR when near death. So yeah. Yeah, he's not bad. He's actually pretty good. I can kind of see it. I can see it. I still think my favorite character from this collab, though, is Mikoto. Yeah. The SPR is just too nice, man. I think this is probably like one of the best artworks in the game. I am a firm believer that all the artworks in GS are made 100 times better when there's an actual background. Since there's a background here, 100 times better. If there wasn't a background, it would be whatever. Like this is cool art, but to me, it's like, I hate that there's not a background, you know, really set the scene. I'm glad the SP arts do that, because some of them, I just don't like the transparent backgrounds a lot of the times. This looks so cool to me. You like her so much you gave her 6 different names? That's her name. It's Makoto. Mikoto. Or what other people are calling her, just Railgun. Accelerator, though, is another character I really want from this collab, because the break res down, the break and everything else, very good. And also this, even though I don't think it's going to be able to be activated all the time, because some people are like, oh yeah, I think they see this and they're like, oh, I can just constantly break the balls left and right and have this up. But I like how it's for 30 seconds and not just during the break. So, and also it's Accelerator. I feel like his whole artwork and everything else is so nice. Yeah, that was a rerun collab for Code Geass, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really keep up with LC though. I only know about stuff happening in LC because my friend, he plays LC and he'll be sending stuff like, who is it that they just showed recently? I think somebody got like a brand new, let me see. It was one of the night chicks. Oh yeah, here she is. She got a new shift. Isn't that what they're called? Where they get like new variations or whatever. I'm assuming it's a new shift. It may be a whole new unit, but she looked crazy. She definitely looked crazy. They are trying to sell her as best as they can. Who's worth getting on the KOB? Oh, really? I mean, Thetis and Demon Lord Vox. Rosetta's not too bad, but I would only say Demon Lord Vox if you have the Mono Demon team, which for most people that team's just completely off limits. Since if you're missing Albedo, it's going to be insanely hard for you to actually have everything you need. You need Demon Lord Vox, Albedo, Demon Lord Rimuru, and Samurai Rim is like what I see a lot of people using now. You could also, instead of running Demon Lord Vox, you could opt in for someone else, but he just is able to hold so many of the Mono Dark Relics. It's like, come on now, why not? Do I have a favorite anime? At the current moment, it would probably be Bleach and JoJo are still my favorites. Yeah, those are probably my favorites right now. I kind of just never really fell off with those. I've always liked them over the years. I'm of course a fan of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was one of the first few animes I watched, but over the years I've just kind of not really watched everything Dragon Ball. I used to watch literally every single thing about Dragon Ball, but now I don't really. Like, I still have to watch Daima. I haven't even seen that yet. Can you feel the sunshine, man? There was One Piece. I gotta get up on One Piece, man. I'm waiting for the One Piece to come out on Netflix. I think that's gonna be a really good iteration of it. And I don't know when that's dropping to start watching it. Some flaws here and there. Yeah, I mean, when I watch an anime, dude, I'm not looking for the greatest story known to man, you know? Like, if it has an amazing story, then that's just a plus. But if the story's very good, pretty solid, you know, I'm kind of on. I'm there for the ride, man. Has some good twists, some good turns. I know some people won't watch an anime unless, like, it's the next biggest hit since, like, Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. It's gonna be a classic that's told each generation. It's gonna be carried down between bloodlines. It'll never fade. Like, yeah, Max Elixir, do I save that up for good units? Who do you have right now? You have someone you can use it on. You could use it right now. But if you don't have an Ascended unit to use it on, then yeah, just save it. Don't ever use it on Awoken characters. I think you can use it. Wait, can you? I think you can use it on Awoken characters, can't you? Don't do that. Yeah, don't use it on Awoken characters. Yeah, dude, I wish I had Momon. Momon's such a good unit. Even, like, not just Mono Dark Demon, but, like, as a damage buffing character. Until Dream Awakenings, I see. Oh, so you just start playing the game? I mean, you could try to awaken Frieren on her own with, like, summoner orbs and stuff like that. It's going to take you a while. Or what I will tell you is that just put her in the expedition. But since she's your first Ascended character, I would just use the Max Elixir. And then for most other Ascended characters coming out that you get, I would recommend just throwing them in the expedition until you gather enough characters to start doing, what do you call it? Summoner's Road. The expedition is the best feature that's been added, especially for new peeps. Make sure you use it. Even though it's going to take you a very long time to ascend some of the characters because it's like a week that you have to wait or whatever, it's going to be the most stress-free way to do it compared to you trying to do Summoner's Road over and over. And depending on who you've got, Ascended-wise, sometimes you have to wait a week anyway before you can even do the next Summoner's Road or the Summoner's Road that's actually for them because it's on such a weird schedule. Or I think it follows the schedule of the elements, whatever day it is, or like fire mats or earth mats and stuff like that is going to be its Summoner's Road. But I'm not for sure on that one. Young Imp's probably a year away. Is Young Imp from a story chapter or is he an event? I can't remember. If he's from an event, then he could drop at any point in time. If he's from a story chapter, we're gonna have to wait till we get to that story. He's an event? Yeah, so he could drop at any point in time. But I would hope that we get Summer Rivian, Summer Rosetta before 2026. But they still haven't been shown at all, so I love Expedition 33. Yeah, I still gotta play Expedition. I'm definitely going to eventually. I just have so many games to play right now, man. Like I'm good, bro. I don't need to play any games. I don't need to buy any games right now. The only games I'm buying this month, chat, are Shadow Labyrinth and Donkey Kong Bonanza. But let me see. Because there's like Fallen Feathers coming out, or Wuchang, I think is what it's called. It's a Souls-like game. And that looks cool, but it's coming out on the 24th. And if I want to play it, I could also just like probably get the Game Pass for a month and play it. But I don't even know if I'm going to be finished with DK and Shadow Labyrinth before this month is up. And then next month, well, actually, yeah, the following month would be August. And the only game coming out in August, I think, is Lost Soul Aside. That's the main one I'm looking out for. And then September is just Sonic Racing and Final Fantasy Tactics. And then October is Digimon. Oh, I didn't get to use my sticker. Can't wait for War God Finn on Forever Summons. Maybe eventually, bro. Maybe eventually. Who should new players shoot for in the Forever Summons? It's still about the same. Your Emperors, your Harutos are great characters to pick up. Fire or Veil is not too bad. I mean, I would say if... Okay, I think the Forever Summon is still going on right now. Frieren and Emperor would be a very good combo because Frieren buffs up magic or light units and Emperor can be used alongside Frieren. And not to mention it's another Archgener. And then if you're lucky enough to get Yubel from part 2, congratulations, you can use Yubel with Frieren and Emperor and do crazy work. You forgot about Summer Rosetta? Yeah, dude. Summer Rosetta is not coming out ever from what it looks like. Neither is Summer Rivi. It seems like they just don't exist. Also, we have 50k currency. We can see if this is enough, but I don't know if it is. It might not be. Let me check real quick, chat. I don't know what's all in this event shop. Of course, we got tickets, but I am mainly looking out for the LB stones, of course. Wow, I was completely out of physical LBs and pretty much out of magic. Oh, really? We didn't have multiples this time? I was kind of hoping that we would have multiple things. I'm going to get this just for the mission. And also, Eisen's Axe isn't too bad. And then we'll get these tickets. Why not? Have some mad copium going on with those 2 tickets. Oh, this is Stark's axe. That's not Eisen's axe. But that one. But this one is Eisen's. The crystal's looking low. I mean, yeah, I've spent most of my crystals trying to get Frieren. Isn't too bad of an equip to actually get a few of. I don't think it's an enhancement equip though, or like a fusion. Yeah, I saw that. The 100 free crystals for $1. I saw that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that though. I might. It sucks that it's only free and not like, you know, anything else. Let me do these 2 tickets. I believe in the 2 tickets. It'd be crazy if it was Roy, wouldn't it? It'd be so crazy. Or Ganon? No Ganon. But yeah, I haven't even used the Grand Summoner shop yet because you have to type in like your user ID, and I haven't even done that. Like, cause I'll be like, oh crap, what even is my user ID? It's like, let me see, Grand Summoners. It's like the website. Here it is. And I click shop now, and it brings up this. And you can click buy. And then you have to enter this one. There we go. Okay, I got it right here. Oh, you can use Apple Pay? I didn't even know you could use Apple Pay on it. That's wild. Hold on, chat. We'll get the dollar pack on the site. We'll do 2 multis to satisfy. There's 2 little multis, man. 2 little multis. And O226. Damn, bro. Crazy stuff. Let's see. It says it purchased. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see chat. Did it work? Just thank you for your order. I think I need to go back to the main menu, don't I? Let's see. Did we get it? We did. Hey. We'll take that. There's only one per person though. That'd be a crazy one, bro. Could you imagine if you could just keep buying that? That'd be a $15 pity. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's do a multi. Gold touch, right? Yeah. Nothing. Absolute shaft. I didn't see any fake outs in there. Another one. Oh, we actually could do 3 technically, but I don't know if I want to do that because I think I have to use my paid. I think I have 25, so that's like enough for a half off. So we actually got lightning that time, but it's just all 4 stars again. Yeah. Oh no, I do have 53 free. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll do one more. Wow. Oh, the shaft, man, on the free-to-play crystals. It's killing me. Ganon? Okay, never mind. The shaft with the free-to-play. Oh, my goodness. The free-to-play crystals, bro. They strike again. Goodness. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. The luck with the recent crossover banners have been kind of whatever. But I will say I have gotten a lot luckier on this one because I got start relatively quick. Also, did they email me a receipt? I hope they did. Let's see. Because that'd be bad if they don't email you receipts. Okay, they do. Oh crap, she's a 5-star. Whoops, where's she at? She's over here, isn't she? Oh, did I turn the filter on? Oh, I'm dumb. Oh crap, I had to do it all again. God dang it. John, thanks so much for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Gentlemen, the day that we get a auto sell feature will be the day that GS is probably going to close down. Let's be honest here. We are never getting that. Mini Alks, yeah. I'm saving the Alk summons. I'm not really gonna risk it on the 5Ks. I mean, sure, if I was desperate, maybe, but like, I'm not gonna risk on the 5Ks for the simple fact that I would rather just save it for the step up Alks on the unit banners to hopefully walk away with story characters, so I don't have to spend Alk, or I said Alk, so I don't have to spend crystals or hopefully even money on those banners. Save it for young imp, yeah, maybe. How much out do I have right now? I think like maybe 12 or 13, but that's also considering, that's my guess after I fuse everybody. I might have more or less. Valhalla. Why are they saying new? I don't understand why it says new. Not new. It's another 100? Oh no, 99. Why do I have so many leases? What the heck? We good? We good. Let me see how much alk we have. Yeah, 11,000. Yeah. I'm just gonna save those for characters. Rainbow? No rainbow. Dude, the equip. Yeah, the equip ticket multis are horrendous in GS, man. God, they're terrible. All right, chat. I think that's probably gonna be it for this one, man. We are closing in on part 2. By the way, we are live streaming next week when part 2 goes live. I don't know if I'm gonna be up early in the morning for it, but I do want to let you guys know that I am gonna be live streaming it whenever I can. I do have to work my part-time job Tuesday. However, if I can't live stream it that morning, I'll be live streaming it that evening. So stay, keep on the lookout for that. We're gonna be doing that and streaming it. Hopefully we get some crazy good luck. We'll also be doing like the final few videos, I guess, on the Frieren collab next week. So next week's gonna be like showcases for Ubel and Fern. We're also gonna be having actual or a tier list again for Frieren. Talking about who's the best from Frieren and like my final thoughts video on the entire crossover. And should you summons, all that type of stuff as well next week. Even though it's a crossover chat, it's like one of the few times that I would say it's pretty much a guaranteed summon. But either way, that's gonna be it for this one though. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you enjoy the stream, please like it before you leave. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water. Also, thanks for all the likes and chatters and all that type of stuff too. Love you guys. But don't forget to drink water.